Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on Space Catch today we're going to take a look at the Mud Troopers on Mimban. Here is their spread in the Solo official guide. You see obviously Han Solo there with a bunch of his comrades. So let's just see what it says. Many soldiers in the Imperial Army were members of local planetary forces who took up arms during the Clone Wars and have since been conscripted into Imperial service. The Imperial Army is gradually being upgraded and replaced with Stormtrooper ranks, but for now, regular infantry fight side by side with Stormtroopers. I wonder if all the clones have been decommissioned by this point. So, Corporal Han Solo, his insolent expression angers superior officers. So yes, he gets an insolent expression, Beckett gets thinning hair, Lando gets a winning smile. Life is not fair in this galaxy at all, is it? Han Solo has racked up a checkered record in his short time in the Imperial military. Despite showing exceptional piloting skills, Solo was drummed out of the academy for one transgression too far. But rather than waste the money invested in him as a cadet, the Empire transferred him to the infantry to do battle on Mimban instead and become cannon fodder. Now, Corporal Danis Noda with his E-22 reciprocating double-barreled blaster rifle is this guy. So let's see what it says about him. A Carada Academy graduate, Danis Noda was rotated out of service on the swamp planet Marker for insubordination. She saw transfer... Oh, I didn't realise it was a woman. She saw transfer to Mimban as punishment and takes out her sour-tempered frustrations on the Mimbanese. Noda's ferocity in battle unsettles her squad mates, but impresses her superiors. Private Colum Waslow, with a breath mask preventing lungfish infection. I think it's this guy. Lung fung infection it prevents. Waslow was a known brawler in and out of his class in Myomar Academy. His troublemaking tendencies have earned him a series of terrible assignments. Now we also have Corporal Charlu Greslin, who has a blaster gas magazine holder. That's this guy. Here is his blaster gas magazine holder. Unable to afford tuition fees to study at Shaitapani University, Greslin is serving his second tour on Mimban in return for a military scholarship. Corporal Wesger Audrey, keeping the blaster recoil sleeve mud free is essential. Here, you don't want it getting stuck with mud. He's an Outer Rim graduate from a world devastated by the Clone Wars, and there were so many. Audrey signed up for Imperial service in hopes of seeing the galaxy. Now, Sandem and Humphreys, with these two here, and he's got a bicep duty band. Medic Gorgie Sandem rushes into the thick of battle to rescue injured Private Bokrit Humphreys and to tend to the younger man's head injuries. Yes, you see, of course, he's got that on there. Now, these two are battlefield medics, I believe. Yeah, Specialist Gillen Finders and Sergeant Matizo Trodu tend to a heavily concussed Corporal Jacoby Samwright after an explosive assault by Mimbanese guerrillas. The 224th Division medics employ arms against the Mimbanese natives without reservation, despite their status as healers. Their harmful behaviour is justified by imperial interpretations of medical oaths, which dictate they only extend to one's own species. In this case, and almost every other in the imperial military, that loophole only ensures the protections of humans, unless you are Thrawn. So, Finders is prepping pain-relieving gas. Here. There's the injured guy. Let's see what he's doing here. The helmet protects Samwright from physical impact but doesn't negate concussive force. Yeah. So we have various bits of the standard issue masks and stuff here, which we'll just run through. High impact plastoid helmet. Here. Goggles with polarized lenses. I think this is the rebreather. Respirator mask with breathing tubes. And then the Blastech E10 blaster rifle with a mist-cutting chemical glow rod is this. Now let's see what this says. Though the Empire is technologically superior to the tenacious Mimbanese natives, that alone is not enough to secure its victory. Mud Troopers, more formally Imperial Swamp Troopers, wear modern partial armour, sealed undersuits, boots to keep moisture out, and flared helmets with built-in respirators. So yes, fascinating extra details about this subdivision of the Imperial Army, this specialisation of Mud Troopers. Because in the original trilogy, you could have been mistaken for thinking they were just Stormtroopers, Biker Scouts, and pilots. And AT-AT drivers, I suppose, and that was about it. But there's so many more variations, as we saw in Rogue One, and as we saw in Solo as well. So yes, there you go, guys. That is just a look at the Imperial Mud Troopers. Please subscribe to my channel if you've enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment, a suggestion, what upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.